Good evening, comrades of the APC. Today, na the 26th of December 2021, we na Boxing Day. And this na the APC online TV platform, na the diaspora. And me, we the host, me na comrade Owan Kasu, and Adena Yaso with me, Sweet Bonita, when I'm a co-host. Today, the time now, just 1 minute past 7 o'clock. And the topic we'll get today, as we all know, it's the end of the year, almost coming to the end of the year. Now the report card of the SLPP, the government will get in power. SLPP report card, and the topic we'll get today. But before we come into the topic, I just want to remind comrades for say, through this year, we don't pass so. I will last Sunday this for this year 2021. We're not going to meet until inside 2022 for let this online TV come on again and talk to we comrades then. So we want to use this opportunity for continue, for talk, or for kind of extend or remember we comrades that we don't lost inside the APC, particularly people that we know inside we party, we don't pass away inside this year. For instance, tonight inside the UK and I, we get small ladida we comrades and they come all over the country. They can meet in that particular place they for can jam, for can get some good time, for pass the time. But some of them comrades there, so we've been supposed to do with we. Not they again. Sadly, we don't lost them. So we just want to use this opportunity to remember them people in the comrade Victor French. When I senior comrade, Diana Wian, that is UK and I. We treasurer, when I comrade Pamela Williams. Himself, very hardworking woman. Himself passed away. Awian. We get the former leader of this platform or this media team, APC media team, when our late comrade MS Kaba, when himself died now, so suddenly we get comrade Mokoa, the youth ambassador at large, himself passed away. We former deputy high commissioner, Mr. Tambageba, himself passed away in this country, we get numbers of people there. We get comrade Abes with VC1, Sheku Abes Kamara, very popular guy, very ambitious and likable community champion. We lost himself now. So across the region, we get members them. We lost them close ones. We Secretary General, or I think we financial controller, I think Reading and Oxford lost his husband. We get people in Manchester, we lost close ones then. Tipo, Felix George, then people in we lost them. Then people in there where they say APC business, that people where they always drop everything where they get for do and they turn up. For can join we. But they're not here today. We get Honorable Fofi lost in Pekin, 11 years old boy. Very, very, very sad moments then for we inside the 2021. Also, let us not forget the people where this SLPP regime kill Sierra Leone. Kill them, the one the way dying at the fire disaster. They're all our people the way we need to remember as APCians then. Because majority of them, 99% of those people, I believe they are APC supporters. They would have voted for APC in 2023 elections. But today, they're not there, they're not here. So we need to remember them people in them with prayers, and we last Sunday this. So I just want to remind everybody, say, whatever we do, let we be humble, let we continue for, remember, say we all get for go like our destination day. So I want to take this opportunity for remind comrades them. But over to this topic we're going to deal with today with our SLPP report card. And I did also with very, very powerful panelists. The panelists that we're going to also today, they can talk to me about the SLPP report card, what SLPP don't do. You know, we get institutions them inside the governments, we suppose for the look after the people of Sierra Leone. For some reason, a lot's not happen. The states don't capture them, you know, so then people are can talk to me. One of them, that possibly don't work with the youth wing, the youth league in Sierra Leone. They don't work with the former youth leader, youth president, I should say, in Sierra Leone, when Honorable Almami Kamara, when I be the former ambassador to Iran as well. And you know, a member of NOAS back in the days, during school days. But this man, you live in Europe now, and a very strong member in Europe, in the Sweden branch. Everybody know as Comrade Igalo. So Comrade Igalo, please come live and then say hi to comrades then.
Yeah, thank you very much, moderator, Comrade and Kosu, the comrades and all the people of Sierra Leone, both home and abroad. Me and Mohamed Kamara, we commonly call Comrade Igalo. I want for this opportunity for thank the host and the media team of this online program, and I want for wish the people of Sierra Leone belated Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year in advance.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Igalo. And also, we get the political scientist, the former presidential spokesman. This man, I hear one time on the radio, I know Sabian one day, I listened to on a radio when some incident happened in Sierra Leone, and the man, we don't finish the interview done. The reporter say that was Abdoulaye Berite, the presidential spokesman. And I named the column here for say, yes, this guy is solid up there. And the media team is grateful to have you here on this platform today and for can talk to me for the first time. And I hope say it not going to be the last time. This is Comrade Abdoulaye Berite, the political scientist. Come live and say hi to comrades.
Thank you very much, Owen Kasu, and my colleague panelists them on this call, as well as the co-host, Sweet Bonita. I appreciate when I give me this opportunity. In fact, prior to the invitation, over the past couple of months when I've been engaged other media platforms, the question has always been, what happen here in the UK and Ireland people, you don't go on them platform. So I can say this invitation come on a silver platter.
Wonderful.
I do appreciate it for come associate with this. And I did tell Sierra Leoneans them, both at home and abroad, happy festive season. And I look forward to a very fruitful conversation on this platform.
Thank you very much. This is the political scientist, Abdoulaye Berite, former presidential spokesman. And we get the Sweet Bonita. Sweet Bonita and the co-hosts. And today, na the last Sunday, we'll get Sweet Bonita. What do you think? Huh? What do you go tell comrades there? Come live.
Well, it's just to say good evening to everyone, and I'm sure we are all grateful, as you mentioned in the beginning, like we had people that we've lost, and we are not better than them. We're just being privileged by the grace of God that we are still here, and we'll continue to pray for them, especially our late Kaba, because he is the brain behind what we are doing today. So I'm sure this is a legacy to him and to everyone that will join the APC at large, because as we said, this is going to be the diaspora platform for the APC. So I am grateful to be part of it, and also to share a panel with the former spokesman. Well, what else can I say? It's a privilege. Certain jobs we take, these are the benefit we get, the reward of it. So I'm grateful to be here.
Thank you very much, Bonita. Solid. You know, this platform, the person will ask you, for me say the UK and Ireland platform. Now we just do the work, but it's not the diaspora platform for the entire diaspora. It is owned by the diasporans.
Great.
For instance, anybody from Canada, USA, Australia, any part of the world, China, can call we and ask we for use this platform for anything we want to do. The platform is free for them.
Politically.
So, yes. So because we are all comrades. This is not what the diaspora. This is the mouthpiece for the diaspora. So tell them if any chance they for make the message reach to them, we will be a privilege to get them on here for they can talk to you about anything. Yeah?
Thank you.
Yeah. So Sweet Bonita, I don't know waiting you don't hear, but me hear some few things then this year. Yesterday to be precise, say the SLPP governments don't begin charge people for use the toilets that government's building them. You know that?
It's a disgrace.
Can you imagine? Sweet Bonita, say the Locust building, UU building, hospital, Connaught Hospital, people are paying money to go do number one. They're paying extra to do number two. They're paying 1,000 to do number one. They paid 5,000 for number two. Can you imagine that? Sweet Bonita.
I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. words.
This is the order they give me for the end of the year.
So that would have been nice if it was outside those sort of places, because in a hospital, whoever that will be going to the U building, is it just a name that you've entered? Because I don't know if you've used the bathroom, you can literally run out.
And some journalists happen for Bona Court, the investigative journalists, editorial George Temple, put out an audio interviewing this guy. The guy said yes, then they pay. George Temple asked him why make we for pay. He said because government they pay we. So now we put your money, we on salary. Can you imagine that? The guy shocked. So you for pay the money first. So you interview somebody you don't pay. The man tell us, say, I want to use the toilet. He said, another choice, I don't for pay. But they say, they don't make like use I can't pay. Then the guy say, no. He said, they pay first. So if you press now, safe. Chance no day, pass pay. Pass it let the money come out.
Well, this is going to be worse. I'm one person because people end up doing their number one or number two on the road because they don't pay. Just cover yourself and then do it there and keep walking. And they're not paying the people to sweep the place. So it's just going to be worse. And
there's another one. You remember the regime military we say then get these free people they pay money 30,000 or 25,000 for go look for the result online, for go do that scratch card for pull the result online. And now this SLPP get for make people and begin get now that in WhatsApp or they go check online and they get them for free and everything. Just now, when the result come out about yesterday or something like that, the white result then come out. Every person we want to go view and result, they pay 30,000 for view and results online. This is another one. Can you imagine that again?
Well, I'm a victim.
We say that free. Then most of that, then make that's all. Sabina now. But then charge people and for view and results 30,000.
It's just difficult that they didn't put it on TikTok. I don't know why, because normally it goes on TikTok. We're looking for the TikTok version.
Yeah. In a minute. So before we move forward, we don't get to the third guests. We in Dadi na been Kakatoa for the APC. Now the Bombalidi seats, the Karl Marx. I remember one time I said na Makeni, na Poloko, by one of the APC conventions. And we former Vice President Victor Fo, they tell me about some kind of historic events that will take place during the APC time. He therefore mentioned the Karl Marx. He mentioned the Karl Marx, talk well about the Karl Marx. And the Karl Marx left a legacy. And the legacy is no other person but Ngal Piki when they call Kadi Karl Marx. He then also with we, that be the former women's leader for the APC UK and Ireland. And you don't left now, so you don't do a lot for we now, so. And we privileged for we president, former president, Dr. Anes Baikuma, appoint him for a mission at Sierra Leone for go be Director of Children's Affairs, Social Welfare Ministry. And of course, he don't work there very well, diligently, but then the SLPP regime will come. Now, one of the people who are the victim of the clearance, the blanket sacking will take place in the country. So it didn't also, of course, that person when I professional, he get what he gets, he know what he know. So you know, go loss of job, you know, it's just unfortunate to never get in service to the people of Sierra Leone. But he didn't also, he doing thing. Cadical Max, come live and say hi to comrades.
Hi, comrades. Hi to viewers. Anyway, me they not sack me. I never give BO the privilege for sack me. I just sack myself because I know what I did in Chatham House. You know, so I never waited for the opportunity. Anyway, my name is Cadical Max. Of course, me daddy, the late Honorable M.A. Conte, who represents Bambali for 15 years and later became resident minister. Now the first team man for Kergo APC na Mende line. Now they get problem with the eyesight, so they put acid in his eyes.
Oh my God.
And then they kill the others, him be able to survive. But of course, Victor Fogo say all the good things because me daddy might not be the architect for bring people on board like Victor Fogo, the late William Smith. So that is the history back then. Anyway.
Yeah. Nice meeting you. It's been a while.
It's been a while, my brother.
Yes.
It's an opportunity.
It is.
For me,
it is. Yeah.
I hope you don't lost by me again.
No way.
You share the platform with the Berete, the political scientist, and Comrade Igalo from Sweden branch. All the now we can talk about this thing. And then this is the last Sunday, like I say, and APC gets some do where they happen right now, Camberwell area, stuff like that, and people are knowing the way they go there. But yeah, I hope say we share this thing right over around the platform them for let people and come live and they view the place and everything. Now I just want to remind that we still get comrades them where they inside prison, with inside cell for no better reason. You know, well-meaning Sierra Leoneans and patriotic Sierra Leoneans and people who they advocate for human rights and stuff like that. You know, who they speak up for their rights, then still inside prison. And one other former, the leader of this Alliance Democratic Party, Kamarimba, can you believe these guys spend the Christmas again in prison inside cell? It's still the day. They're not even popular. Of course, we get popular musician when I LJ for invectives. The lock her up, he inside prison, and they left the other one them where they go and kill. They left the other one there where they go and do big atrocities, them get away with that. Do not touch them. But anyway, these are just things that we're going to highlight on the report card of this regime. So we get former presidents been there yesterday, McKinney, this week he always spending time during Christmas, and they do that at the Chroma trophy, where the sponsor na Cherry Coco, lot of APC comrades and Midede, women and play football and stuff like that. A lot happened there, and we really appreciate that, he's liked inside in hometown and very comfortable. He gonna na Usai to Imama inside under a few days ago. He go spend some time there, family na come by, and he was received well. So we really appreciate, and of course, the things that already do in Africa for lead delegations, them in all the African elections that will happen. We're so very proud of him, and for the things the way he do, he lift the flag of Sierra Leone up there. So we're really proud of him for whatever he do. But when they come to the topic now, INSESF therefore talk and touch on this how they call them, this Transco power electric we come from Cote d'Ivoire for come to into Guinea, Sierra Leone, Liberia. We SLP go press that button, then go press that button for put her on. because that's a lot of commission again. Oh, this not a commission. I don't mean of feel say call it commission. But
No,
anyway,
HU call it commission because he's a
commission.
president.
Always in the commission. Always in the commission. A commission is that be for lunch and commission. You know, but the year work, they need to do the work. So me unable to understand. Now button and go press for something where the former regime we don't do for years, you know. But anyway, we will come to that. Let we know what's in the platform look like now, Sweet Bonita, how the platform look like. People don't make it log in?
Yeah, people are logging in and most of them are just like, we are in the party. So for now, today, people are enjoying.
Yeah, make them enjoy. Then they're the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just welcome to our guests. And then Mr. Berete, including, and Madam, that's what we have on the platform, but just they are telling us we should be joining them right now.
All right, so we'll join them, man, or we'll join them. Yes. Let us come start with you, Mr. Berete. You are the former presidential spokesman for APC. Remind me how long you be a spokesman for.
Thank you. Well, I left Canada in 2012, where they gave me the opportunity for go serve. I go work at the Office of Government Spokesman, way being then at the Ministry of Information and Communications. I worked there for a few years, then from 2016 until 2028 after the elections, I serve as presidential spokesman, a position where now opportunity then give me for able for make sure say articulate the views of government and the president, and in so doing, for law we continue for position with country as part of the rebranding efforts where President Nkrumah been come with for say, you know what, we country, after so many devastation, starting from the war to Usao Bidonde, the NPRC coup, the AFRC, etc. And that income as a second-term president for change the narrative. So I'm very much opportune to be part of that narrative. So basically that was how much I served in that office.
Okay, according to many Sierra Leoneans, then believe say Berete did very well in work where you do the duty, the role where they give you as a presidential spokesman. You speak to the topics, them you explain, you educate people them about the government's business, how they run the business, and you will not shy away from any of the platform. Them you always go out there and talk because you know say, you know, like where the government they say, action past intention, you know. So that intention, that you know, action will not be do. You've been proud for go out there and talk about them. After 2018, we know much of the Berete, as far as some of the people can think or they say. So anything gets to do with that? Anything else to do with
Thank you. Indeed, they're not hearing me as much as therefore don't hearing me. That one, I give it to the critics. The reason being, when we lost the elections, as he said, there was a clampdown on all progressive voices them. We want for challenge the current SLPP government. So the first thing we may do singularly was to go on AYV TV and tell the whole world, for that tell President Biose, if you know they continue for give a platform to Sierra Leoneans, then we disagree with you because you don't come into governance, violating section 25 of cap 6 of the 1991 Constitution. I say, if you go to New York, me go chase you to New York. I go demonstrate against you so that my voice, which cannot be heard in Sierra Leone, could be heard in New York. I give a message to the world. And indeed, God be able to help me. I go join comrades in New York. We demonstrate at the first UN General Assembly meeting where he attended.
all right.
From there, may they not say, oh, you don't fit for go back salon. I go back na salon.
Okay.
I go at the same AYV platform.
Mhm.
I go articulate on behalf of the party.
Mhm.
I give them the rationale why I go New York.
Okay.
Because the reason why I do that, most of these guys in governance, they happen for be my former college mates, now from
Okay.
college.
Mhm.
I know them, I know their thinking, and I know some of them, their bigotry.
Okay.
So after that, now I called the 9-man committee where they said, I never wanted to return to Canada.
Mhm.
The reason being, politics is localized. Having served as presidential spokesman, I should be seen to be on the ground so that I will continue, because me, all the principles say, now where you dey in opposition, they need you the most.
Mhm.
Not so only when things are going smooth, then go give position, then after that you run away, commodity.
Yeah.
People, them circumstances, they can different. Throughout the time while they na Sierra Leone, I be the lecturer from the college for free.
I see.
So if I go meet the administration, I say, hey, can you co-opt me into the payroll so that at least I will get source of income? That didn't happen.
Wow.
I called the 9-man committee of we own comrades. I say, we months done on bread and butter issues. If you're not able to give me anything small, I say I no need for go to Canada. I say the reason being, apart from being a political scientist, my second degree where I do, me a clinical registered social worker. I say,
Okay.
if I go to Canada, I'll get a job. I say, but I don't want that. But they not be work. So the reality is I've been there for left for camp. But where I come, true to my own conscience, I they engage AYV, I they engage Star Radio and TV, I they engage a lot of social media platforms in the diaspora, including Sarah Castner, New Jersey, which can always give me platform.
Okay.
But again, I no go contend the views expressed by even our own comrades that we needed to hear the voice of verity more. And thank God, this one is an addition to for Lade able for Leah articulate issues on behalf of my party. So basically, the bottom line is, I wasn't as vociferous when I was in Sierra Leone on behalf of our party, but even when I left, I continue for do my own bit, just like any other Sierra Leonean will not be able for dinner Sierra Leone right now.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that clarification. When I determine this now, we, I believe, say, if at all you give in to the critics them, this is 2022 coming. I'm sure this platform ready for host you anytime for we get your voice on the issues that will happen. Today, now an opportunity for you hear you what you go for say about this regime. The topic here is SLPP report card. I just want to quickly to Igalo, Comrade Igalo from Sweden. Comrade Igalo, of course, you know, one of the guys that we don't work in the youth league, na salon, you don't work with Honorable Almami, till you don't come to Europe and stuff like that. So you don't see how the regime changed in Sierra Leone, how we come out from a democratically elected government to another elected government, and then the governments transform themselves into a regime of barbarism or whatever, if I can put it that way, because we see them kill people them at the country, we see them they go against the constitution of the country. All of that we don't see. Sierra Leoneans, they don't get voice again for talk. We don't see a lot of bad things that they happen at the country. Even up to today, the end of 2022, we're supposed to get election 2022 local council elections. We not see date yet. We not see them set up anything yet. So just give you like a blanket, feeling of how you feel about this entire regime, which really, don't happen from where they coming about, which you don't see, which you experience, how you can put them in few words.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. And then, like you mentioned, me don't been at the youth sector for quite a while. And then me na the first public relations officer for the Ministry of Youth Affairs when they be separate from that of sport in 2013. I was the first public relations officer. I served it for about 2 years before they make the former boss ambassador to Iran when I be proceed with him. Apparently, a really sad and to larger extent, very disheartening to a nation where we all feel by now the issue of peace, tolerance, and democratic principles for being the key tenet of the development agenda. Looking at it from a perspective as somebody who don't serve my governance, somebody who gets a lot of party experience, more especially covering young people of this country, Sierra Leone are the most volatile people in the population. I believe, I feel obliged for serve. I'm very proud of it. And then we do a lot of development things and we up to date the current and present regime still they follow. The institutions, the departments who were established at the Ministry of Youth Affairs, they are still in existence. Up to date, we not see anything new, but rather waiting we build on now those policies that still they work on. So as a young Sierra Leonean coming up, I'm very proud for the parts of that development history. And I want to believe the young people of the country, they don't they watch, they don't they see. And Allah uses this opportunity for thank the former president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Dr. Anesbai Koma, for giving me that opportunity. And again, I want to thank and largely for political tolerance, because we don't see situations in African countries whereas issues of government transition, even this democratic dispensation has become a thorn in flesh. They don't become very challenging. But as a country, we believe we're not for roots back again to we past, because Anescoma being the second democratically elected president, giving all with the APC don't do, we sacrifice everything. We make sure development reach now every corner of Sierra Leone. But at the end of the day, when we lose the election in 2018, we accept them all until we see a peaceful handing over of government with no qualms from the past regime. It's rather unfortunate that when this current power regime took over governance, we see a lot of political shenanigans, chasing people in offices, barricading offices, pointing fingers of issues of corruption of the past, judging people even without investigations, the prejudice, even the outcome of the commission of inquiry before its establishment. Remember how they even form what they call a transition committee. That very committee, they really espouse with a lot of people, we get a lot of vengeance. Vengeance in the sense, some of them feel they were deprived when APC were in governance. Some of them even served the past regime. Out of unnecessary pettiness and vengeance, then go, you see the report where they pull camp, then pull that report, they mischievously try for blackmail the past regime. Even before the establishment of the commission of inquiry, as recommendation by the transition committee, they've prejudiced the outcome of the commission. We see what happen, even when they win elections, they terrorize people, including even the police officers from Kenema, this and that. They say how these were people where they don't in jail, then supporters them just because they get authorities from above from the past. But that is wrong. What is the political tolerance? You win again, you get back for go vandalize the people and back again where you don't win against. So in all of this put together, I want for believe it's a very sad experience in a democratic nation like Sierra Leone. Now we learn for the tolerance and accept the fact when you win elections, now you didn't the winning side. That issue we don't call political cohesion, social cohesion, environmental cohesion is very key and important in the development of every nation. And I want for believe the young people has been deprived in this particular regime. A lot of young people don't suffer, they don't kill most people, all as a result of the fact people still feel they were bittered. Some of them, if you ask them, what really the past regime do you? Believe me, they have nothing to say. All what they're interested in for just put the past regime in a bad light, create institutions, bring in people just for micromanage things, then at the end of the day, let them feel say they are the good people. But we are here to expose them.
Okay.
The game is up. The time is up. The moment is now. We're ready for press on, so that the people will understand, say, issues of governance, we all get for accept one another. Like right the way we senior community talk, the expertise and experience needed, because that government coming in is a new government. The need for encourage people who don't serve the country diligently, then come together, see how they will get its transition, which will be very peaceful. But not a transition where the chief minister goes sit down in office, he writes a letter, send at all those embassies in the missions, tell them say they don't sack everybody without no diplomatic protocols and procedures. It's a shame and disgrace and embarrassment to embassies, even to those host countries. It's very unfortunate. It has never happened in the history of the country, except during this regime. But we call them out so people will understand the truth going forward. I will pause for now. Otherwise, we will and see what will happen.
Thank you very much. Mr. Igalo mentioned about, deprive the youth and don't let the youth them down. To you, Kadikal Max, now you be the director of Children's Affairs. The standard owner raised that is Children's Affairs Ministry. The work we can do, they just finish straight away. We don't know from the whether whose level we don't can go so far. So unmute yourself like on live and talk to you about you. Area you now be the expert day, will be the run that area day, how they look like right now.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. I'm very happy for saying this is the second platform where they talk about the Power report card. It's rather unfortunate, for say I remember the statistics of Sierra Leone. The population is 1.4 million, but our population is very youthful. This is a very serious challenge we'll get. In the midst wherein we have problem with employment, we have problem with education. And I must be honest, when Anesco Omar came into power, it was a time when we say, wow, we don't get transformational leader, a leader with clear vision and mission, a leader with a strategic plan if we can elevate the suffering of the Sierra Leonean. And we see that in display, because the problem with the past government, this is a shame. Ernest Bai Koroma no one day live out of Sierra Leone, which means he knows it, he feels it, so therefore he be no way to get for do as a Sierra Leonean for improve the lives. Then we have the power where Namada, where don't live America, don't live here. Rather unfortunate, he spent 22 years of his life on handouts, he not be the work. So therefore, I don't think they can copy any good example for go replicate and for empower the lives of we youth them. You see, when it comes to child protection in Sierra Leone, now one thing they only do good though, when they divide the ministry, because child protection is a big issue. Now we get Ministry of Children's Affairs, which is very good. But apart from that, there's nothing good, because right now we get high rates of picking there where they do prostitution. We get picking there where they're unprotected and they kill them because they disappear. We get picking there, they say free education. They know they pay free education because the only thing we're free about the education and the poor quality education when they give picking them now that country day. And the worst of all, the co-presidents, because Fatima Bio, now co-president, most of the activities where for take place now the ministry, now the office of the first lady. The first lady say, hands off our girls. But believe in me, info don't be hands off our money, because the reason be why they do all them programming and your domain, now for go able it's the money the way they eat. So therefore, he left the ministry dry. The professionals they not able to implement, nothing they happen there. So the ministry dry because everybody, they don't install fears, even in the NGO, even the local NGOs. So instead of waiting them in, they go help because now then they collaborate with the ministry in order for addressing issues there in child protection. Now they don't reduce them to be donors, donating to the ministry, to the office of the first lady, when the first lady know they can do nothing. So this is heart-rending. The reason why Sierra Leone right now under Mother BO, me, the last time I talked was last week. I say it's rather unfortunate from the speaker, they impose them. They don't give member of parliament, they don't install fears na the hearts and the lives of people. I say if not for that, if we don't start the process of impeachment because we are heading for disaster. Now over 3 years, this what will go block for Sierra Leone? The bread and butter issue, because any country, now 4 things they for even address. You see, health is very important, but look today, the lifespan of an average Sierra Leonean, now 51.3 years. Wait till they cause that because of poor health facilities. We not even get the appropriate hospital where we go if you to say don't go hospital, but people and they go private. You then look at education. Now that they see possible university, not be right. I manage it, they pass God. Because we know they pay the teacher there, and the teacher then say before you fail, let's start crumple. So you end up the compromise for you, grades and what you get for do. You go there back, you look at employment. What jobs are they creating where they don't almost sack everybody? Based on your name, based on who say you promote. Then the other thing waiting at the arts burning issue. They know they do anything about agriculture. Today with the buyers 500,000, where the average salary for Sierra Leonean now 500,000. So what about you rent? What about you beginner? What about you sick? If you ask me for racist present government, out of 10, I will tell you say na 0. They not do nothing.
This now the radical marks, the one we did at the ministry, we know what they do. Now it don't come, and from the time we left that office day, like you say, we not see any better improvements. But we don't begin to see the youth and the result themselves now to some kind of violence in the country, some kind, you know, the strong that in the which is survival of the fittest, basically. Would I get weapon for go around the street for go intimidate other people and for like get something out of them? Now they survive. The weak, not then they suffer. So Sweet Bonita, come quickly and tell me how the platform look like, and then we can come back to Mr. Verite. Unmute yourself, please.
One of the questions has already been answered by Mr. Berta because people were saying like it took him 3 years for them to hear about him, but he explained before even the question was asked. And secondly, here we have Sean saying so he's watching from Canada, and I'm sure that's part of the Canadians. Okay. For Mr. Berete, so we'd like to say welcome. And also we have here Randy Brown. This person said, thank you, comrades from the UK APC and I. But again, as we said, this is not just the APC UK and I, this is a diaspora platform. So please, if we can do that. And this is here again from Abbas saying, oh, Mr. Berete, one of the favorites in the APC presidential spokesman, and good to see you here. These vibrant forums and APC is moving forward to grab the seat of power in 2023. And also here, we have from Yeli saying, oh, thank you to Madam Kalmat, because these are the people that knows what they were doing. And with the current administration, she has to leave, and that means Sierra Leone has lost greatly. And also to Rebel, they says, oh, that's a secretary in waiting. So I'm sure everybody have their political eyes on our panelists right now. So that's where we are, and that's what we have on the platform.
All right. Okay. Well, Mr. Berete, the political scientist, una hand over instead of go like readouts within the government of Ernest by Kuroma don't do for Sierra Leone for the 10 years in governance, and read out everything and then open the road and ask the other government for continuity. Then prefer not for allow that for happen at stadium, whether they shy away from embarrassment or what. Instead, they say, may the man go hand over whatever he gets. If I tell the people of Sierra Leone or the new government, may just go hand over. So we get our book there, the handing over notes of the former president. We know say APC make lots of strides within the last year, 10 years in governance. Well, from that time they wanna go hand over. How you don't see this regime, waiting this regime don't do. Report card, sir.
Thank you. The topic, the report card of the SLPP, this is so timely in the sense when you look at the unfolding events then back home. You find where you premise from the way they even treat the previous president, Dr. Ines Vaikoroma. I ask myself, waiting you afraid for you do a ceremony, a public ceremony, where the president, the former go a hand over to you, very, 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 very positive way it will promote political tolerance and cohesion in our state. But rather, surreptitiously, you run go to a hotel for letting go swear you in there as a president. And after that, you say, let them send the handover notes. So the question is, waiting you go lost as a president, we don't come newly, for let you encourage your colleague, your former president, we been the fountain of honor and continues to be, for let it go and give in speech. When you fail for do that, it sets the seeds for all the things that we end up for unfold our country in terms of political intolerance. The reason being, you know the afraid you shadow. Now when I look at the topic, the first thing I do now for go visit and copiously read the SLPP, the manifesto once more. Now on the manifesto, the things that we don't do, me go able can forgive an analysis. Waiting you achieve, where you get people them, where they get what you call guaranteed tenure in office, like the office of the ombudsman, the office of the anti-corruption commissioner. Just because you perceive them for BAPC people them, you go put them in contravention of the provisions of the constitution, you say therefore go administrative leave. Then whilst they are there, with no recourse to any justice, no recourse to anything where you will say na office impropriety, you name another person while the person they're on administrative leave. That's of course what you call a false start of a new government with a kind of power. And I always tell the SLPP on several occasions, propaganda, no they address bread and butter issues. Propaganda, no they promote political tolerance. And when you look at them over the past years and when they know the governance, they say that they can create employment for the young people and about 1 million jobs. The president tell me say, in get for travel extensively, he say for two things. One, he say for rebrand Sierra Leone. Two, he say for who investors them into the country. But look at the political contradiction there. You are spending billions of leones and millions of dollars. You they go into journeys them where you say you want for a brand new country. Then your policies, they contradict that fine portfolio where you say. Then how can investors come? Because not forget say, there is always the inextricable link between political tolerance, peace and democracy to development and investors coming to your country. Now that make during we own time, I always refer people and make them go read the Global Peace Index report. Since when President Nkrumah came into governance, for the many successive years, the GPI, the rate we are the third most peaceful country in Africa. And there is a reason for that. Imagine we be no people them, we then be at the previous government, especially in our finance ministry, where we know say na hardcore SLPP people them. When we come, president say no, leave them, let them walk. They are Sierra Leoneans. The most disturbing thing, you want tell me say, for even can establish a bakery in our country, we need foreign investors and for can do it.
Can you imagine that?
Why can't we have people in Sierra Leone, we don't did it. You have a Red Lion Bakery, we're one of the most reputable. The question will be, if we are promoting what we call the local content policy, why can't you bring all those bakery owners, say, listen, as a government, I want to pump in money so that at least we can see how we empower them. But rather, it's saying they can establish a bakery factory. And 3 years now into that, I still wonder where that bakery factory is located. So these are the questions whereby, you know, they can change the political narrative. Do not come and make promises to the people where you know they're able to do. And look at the other contradiction we happen. I remember during the presidential debate, we moderated by BBC Hassan Aruni. Then come, then talk, then talk, then talk. Now Hassan Haruni say, he say all what you are doing right now berating the current government. It is easily said and done when you go inside. How you were able to transform this? President Bio in response at the time was, Ingo lock the leakages. If you say you don't go publicly, you lock the leakages then. From 2018, 2019, and 2020 Auditor General in reports, where of course, not to a favor, then they do parliament for let them get that report there for the data. Because it's very clear, if you go to section 119, subsection 5 of cap 6 of the 1991 Constitution, every year, when they do the audit reports, they should be able to take it to parliament for debate. No debate happened in 2018. No debate happened in 2019. And in 2020, as soon as they submit the reports, Naim Kande Yom Kela of NGC and Hassan Sise, Hassan Priest of the APC, as procedure would have it, they make a submission to the speaker, say they need to debate that audit report. And it is one of the most scathing reports where don't ever come or indicts the presidency. I can't imagine whereby they say the presidents even go to some hotels, when they ask for receipts, some of the receipts were forged receipts. Forged receipts. That is so berating about the presidency for that, for letting involved in such. Then, Komodi, State House pulled a press release saying the presidents, they go on a private visit to Lebanon. That was what we were told. And in the current audit reports, then we say they expend millions of dollars in the president in jets. So if it is a private, how come the state has to pay for a private jet? So when President Kurumaki want go Germany on a medical checkup, and they make them very unambiguously, and they pull a press release.
Yes.
The presidents, they left, they go on a medical checkup in Germany.
Yes.
And they use SN Brussels publicly for go. That is when you talk about transparency, it is not just a question of making a political mantra. You should live to it because governance is about a social contract. If the people then don't repose confidence in you and you betray their trust, you get what you call non-cooperation in the state. I don't want to remind the SLPP about what is happening in the Arab Spring, what thing they happen in Sudan. This Naimeka can always say the SLPP, they run what you call a hybrid regime. A hybrid regime in the sense they came in through democratic elections in quotes. Then all what they do, they are violating the constitution. Look, for instance, even in the setting up of the Commission of Inquiry, Section 150 of the Constitution very clear that if you want to set a commission of inquiry, you have to use what you call the rules of court. And they are in section 150 of the 1991 Constitution. But if you don't do that, then the former Attorney General, Priscilla Schwartz, that 10 days, she was so emotionally charged in a talk as if she was invoking heavens from earth. At the end of the day, people then come when at the Bar Association, they go to court for an interpretation. Why they go to the Supreme Court? Because it is embedded in section 124 of the Constitution, say, when issues that have to do with the Constitution, there is any apparent violation that's needed an interpretation, you have to go to the Supreme Court for an interpretation. Unfortunately, the Supreme Court never came with a ruling whilst the commissions then kick off, then begin operate. And look at even as recent as the suspension of Lara Taylor Pierce. If you go to the various sections of like section 137, subsection 5 of the Constitution, it make and clear say, the same privilege where the Auditor General get, like that of a judge, you know, they just pull them so. So what do you for do? Before you suspend them, you gotta set a tribunal for C. But the letter we then send, they say for lack of professionalism or lack of therefore, which doesn't make any sense to me. So at the end of the day, that violation in itself, it's a constitutional issue, which in matured democracy, you are inviting impeachment proceedings. Like you always say with democracy in Sierra Leone, it's what I can call as part of sub-Saharan Africa as a fledgling democracy. Fledgling in the sense, we don't see so many, even Mother Bio, President Bio, in your former Attorney General Charles Magai, he came out eloquently in a piece where he writes, say, the president don't violate the Constitution because the power where he used to pull Lara Taylor Pierce, it is written and called in law ultra vires, beyond the scope of powers given him by the Constitution. So
okay.
Are the issues we are talking about in Sierra Leone. And when you talk about bread and butter issues, remember the current chief of staff, when we go on a debate in 98.1 during the heat of the campaign, they say now, at that time, they say the country you don't do tranga that, where you go buy cookery, the can that self where they go pantap, you get for pay extra for that. And that the country don't do tranga. But now, before I come into this program, the good thing is Sona have been giving me enough time for that call all over the country. People them, to be honest, the poverty in our country is so hard right now. People them, respectable people them, way in normal times, some of we they not go ever call we for say, you know what, shame not they this. But to be honest, even if na 100,000 sent for me. So when I look, I say, na $100 or 100, I say, but na 100,000. Then when you ask, I don't need for go from a college economics or go no say the country tranga. Just go and look at the inflation, the double digits will get right now.
Oh, yes.
Don't forget about the dollar being right now $1,150,000 for $100. When so much money, they chase so little goods. As a government, you ask yourself, say, what is going wrong here? But the moment you're not able to balance your economy, they always get what we call trade deficit, whereby when they continue for imports. And when you import, now Forex, you use hard currency. Then you not create the base, just like what Karl Marx mentioned, that where is our agricultural base? Up to onions and rice will still subsidize the importation. Why can't you implement the local content policy to empower farmers, just Kafu Bulom and Lokomasama chiefdoms? The ground is study we are privy to. If you support them for grow your bass, then go grow your bass, it will feed Sierra Leone and even export. So this is where we say we for think out of the box. But all of their issues there, I can take this as a preamble, as the debates they continue, before we come for rates this government program. But one thing we don't become very clear is, when you talk to even SLPP people and behind the scenes, and they say, "Brad, to be honest, some of who they inside, but you know, they go right."
Absolutely.
So when they get them silos, then and you talk to the general population, you go no say things are not right.
Yeah.
And up to this point, when we talk about human rights, when you go to chapter 3 of the Constitution, the entrenched clauses there, those are, they call them entrenched clauses because they cannot just be abrogated. They should go first in a referendum, then to Parliament. But up to this point, it is sad that they go do a riot in Pademba Road with a view of going to kill our own comrades there. They end up killing a lot of innocent people in there, even though they have been charged to court, some of them, they are serving their time, but that doesn't mean the right to life should be denied. So I call very vehemently on the government for come out clean on the Pademba Road riots, because at the end of the day, the maxim we say violation of human rights here in Sierra Leone is a violation of human rights anywhere. And this is where we need to hold the government accountable for the loss of those innocent lives, not to even talk about what happened in Rosar, what happened in Tombo, what happened in McKinney, and other parts of the country. I think they owe it to us as Sierra Leoneans. And I always entreat the SLPP. For those of them who may be watching this program, let them move beyond the very puerile narrative, say, this is an APC platform, therefore what do you expect? We are talking here, apart from being members of the APC, we are also Sierra Leoneans whose rights are embodied in chapter 3 of our constitution, and the freedom of speech as we enjoy in section 25 of the constitution. I think say we have a right to it, and they should give us kudos that we are using the liberal democratic platform for express views with a view of kicking them in power in 2023. That is what this platform is about.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Well, Comrade Igalo, you don't listen to his senior comrade. We wait for him make it land, because now senior comrade and he know the issues. And he quote for we from the constitution, from the acts them, and he tell we, you know, about the hardship in the country and how they violate the constitution. And Mr. don't hear this word about impeachments. Say the sitting president right now never begin starts an impeachment procedure on them because of the violation of the constitution and the thing that we don't do beyond, you know, the constitution. So I think say it is right for Sierra Leone and for do that, because according to the quotations over there in us right now, we feel say, you know, in any civilized democratic dispensation, you know, a procedure like this for starts, you know, and you talk about the bread and butter issue, you touch many areas then where I feel say, you know, in a nutshell, the regime, I think say Carical Max no rates then say 0. First of all, now certain areas then. But you know, what do you think from what you hear from senior comrade? Unmute yourself.
Well, apparently, my senior comrade and a very senior citizen have said it all.
Yeah.
They don't capture most of the areas when are great areas of concern. Then we see where they put the grand norm of the country, that is the constitution. We see we come out from an informed point of view.
Yes.
So that people will not say these are things that are manufactured. These are things that are not in tandem with the constitution, the political narrative of the country. But by and large, you know, the issue of governance and the issue of understanding how governance operates is quite different thing. Somebody can tell you, say, I'm a politician, they will begin to speak. But when you sit down with that person and try for the educate you about the structures of governance and how it operates with the people, you see the lapses. And I want to believe, say, one of the victims of waiting and the try for say is the sitting president. You know, given an experience, I want to believe, say, if I don't be one of the most humble of them. Because remember what happened when they overthrew the late GS. They were given opportunity. At the end of the day, when they come back again for can unite with the people and join politics in the democratic form, we see a lot of utterances based on a campaign, how it manipulates the elections in 1996 to go in favor of the SLP people. So in actual sense, if you are now given a second chance as an individual who can lead the people, you get an obligation and you get a right for learn from your past and begin look at things from a perspective, say, Sierra Leone is a very small country. The issue of peace and cohesion and stability is very key to the development of every nation. We see the tensions. I remember vividly in 2009, when there were political tensions in the same President Bill when he was opposition leader, when he would go around and campaign for be the flag bearer of SLP for the 2012 elections. We see the altercations and the complete violation of state protocols. What he do, we break, you know, it was blocked around that Godrich area because the presidential convoy it violated that protocol. At the end of the day, it forced himself for coming to the convoy, which itself is a treasonable offense. But tolerance as a former president, I remember the president is sit-down convoys of the APC and inform the people that he is a tolerance policy. We get for accept one another. There are excesses, but that no means for reprimand somebody from that. He let it go. Then again, we see a situation where happen now, both where comrades, where the party office of the APC was vandalized. At that time, we were in governance. Nothing was done. Nobody was arrested. Those people involved, they set up an investigation because of peace, tolerance, and cohesion. They let them go. I remember the former Honorable Radoyoki was involved. The matter began a court. They said that thing, the thing was independent. But unlike in this regime and in this situation, let President Bio come out or any SLP somebody come out. Since President Bio took over governance in 2018, all the human rights violations, the killing of innocent young people, if you don't ever put press release for condemn those situations, I owe it to this generation, I owe it to my family and the picking them. I will apologize publicly to him if you don't ever put press release for condemn those things, but rather it can strongly say, therefore, introduce tough measures, and this is a political game for sabotaging regime. Where is the investigation? When are the proof we get politically machinated?
I see. So
all these things together are the premise, the basis on the fact saying there is no way development will take place in a nation when there is political instability. Even the development partners, corporate offices, they shake because business not flow, leverage is not take place. Lest we talk about the depletion of the economy as of movement from where they can governance. We see how things they happen. If you read the Auditor General report, it's a shame to the nation. It's a shame to a president who say they fight corruption. Reprimand the past government officials on issues of corruption. Look at what is happening. He's doing the worst. Yeah. Talk about the issue of inflation. Look at even they talk about prioritizing education. It's a shame, and it's a shame to the nation. If we calculate to people how much they spend, how much they even pay for one picking, one from pre-primary, secondary, then primary to secondary school, how much do they pay? It's a shame. The president was bogusly and vociferously telling the whole world that they pay $500 per picking, which in actual sense is misleading and very mischievous. They know they even pay more than $10 per picking. I remember the disbursements where they make to schools and other things in terms of subventions for government subvention free education. But about 20,000 in the papers picking for time in primary school. It's a shame for Lagos saying $500. It then had the report. It is stated there.
Well, so I think so. We already established these precedents. You know,
yeah, no, I just think,
international stage.
When you do, you see, they say common events cast just shadows. When you do disservice to the nation, obviously you don't continue like senior committee talk about the issue of running the country with propaganda. One, the exchange rate of the economy will expose you. The price index of the country, it will expose you. The standard of living of the people will expose you. Now we're talking about the issue of even inflation of prices. If you watch now all the institutions, let me tell you the reason why when President Bio come in new direction, they sack most professionals in their offices, they rate people It's as a result of the fact some institutions then get the potency for expose the raw data of figures of things happening in the country. So what they did was they marginalize people, put people in our offices, then they bring their own people in for mischievously work on the data so that they would manipulate the data and people will say there is, when you check in the books, there is nothing like inflation in the country. But when you check about the average citizen in Sierra Leone where they live, you know, see the bag of rice don't go up, there's increments. Even we look at produce, they all don't go up. So that tells you the issue of with domestic produce the way we get, they are not working. What is the support to the agricultural sector? What is the support to the Ministry of Marine and Mineral Resources? These are all things, you know, put together. You see the lapses. Go to the auditor. Would they go to the Auditor General report and expose what's happened inside? You see the gross misappropriation of government funds from a government we talk say then they can fight corruption. Not knowing the corruption only targets past government officials. Then when it comes to their own side, they make lip service. We see what happened to the free education rights when the former Minister of Basic Education, he was trapped in corruption. What did they do? They just go play on a letter, they dismiss the case, say there was nothing like corruption in those cases. But they share the rights to their party people.
And the guys still now will not say it too. Will not see the guys
to them, you know. But when they come to the public, they pretend as if they are fighting corruption. Like I say, you don't go continue for run the country in the propaganda form. They look at the price control. Look, even talking about even the increments, talking about even the dollar rate. It's a shame. It's a big time shame. Because we see how they come with an idea of devaluing the dollar so that the leu will get some weight. This thing happened during Momoy regime. We saw what happened. After that time, they say, well, then in the way we get a lot of hardship. You know, there was a lot of hardship, price code. They think the price they just skyrockets. Then they say, well, you know, see, Lord devalue the dollar and see how we will empower the leons. Nothing happens. Now the same thing they do. Facetiously, they go take regulations. At the end of the day, nothing happens. Now we check the economy, the same situation. The thing just takes place. Now they talk about the denomination of the leos. Then for reduce back again because they say the leos, the numbers are too powerful. You see, so you see like. You see the follow up on waiting they do, where not development oriented or even change the narrative within 3, 4, 5 years. That is also the reason why they come out very strong, not only for condemn, but for points out then lapses. They are letting people of Sierra Leone not say the agenda, the agenda or the new direction is a complete misdirection, as in misinforming the people, and the people need for no, and we all need for rise to the occasion and kick them out in the next general elections, because that's the only alternative we get. We not get alternative for going to bush, we not get alternative for go through the barren. But let's be vigilant, let's focus, let's read these documents, because this document expose a lot of things there where people for note say this government is not credible, they are not saints, they don't do a lot. Look at what's happening in the Lebanon case where Senior Comrade mentioned. If you cut the section of the money laundering is mentioned in the Auditor General's report.
Definitely.
About issue of money laundering. You take liquid cash.
Definitely.
You say you go on a private visit. That at the end of it all, these were things will not be budgeted for, and at the same time, they don't ever approve them, but you take money from them. Meaning they are running a syndicate from Ministry of Finance.
All right. Now we'll do quickly, yeah?
There are ministries, MDAs, we don't even get budget allocations now the budget CBO, but they give them allocations without approvals of parliament. Okay. All these are all things we're not a good signs of good governance. Where is the issue of administrative procedures? You breach administrative procedures in removing people into sensitive offices, then you breach administrative procedures in utilizing the taxpayers' money. This is robbery. It's broad day robbery. And we need to call them out. Let people note this one.
All right.
This we're not going to continue with it after this year in the next 5 years. We need the change, and the change must be effective.
Make I read it quickly. Thank you very much. Calical Max, you don't hear waiting. Igalo don't say. You don't listen to waiting. Mr. Bates, you don't say. I think say from the first step we SLPP take, from the first step we didn't take into governance. then start with the wrong footing. Right through. I think say them they always they ask low give them chance. You know, I don't know would have been old and foot them, would have been old and hand them. Wouldn't they ask for let them give them chance? I don't know which chance would them be want. Then go hand over power to them. All man fall and they wait and see what they get for do. Then still they ask for let give them chance. But it's almost 4 years down the line. We have not seen anything, so suffering. I don't know if you would ponder on that. Verity wants to say something quickly. I see the ACNO.
Thank you.
Or you want to go ahead?
I just want for a little bit talk on waiting. Egalo talk about the foreign exchange.
You want to complete first before you come in? Or you want to go ahead quickly? You can go ahead quickly. Go ahead.
Anyway, fellow comrades and fellow Sierra Leoneans, I just know one thing for sure. Based on waiting this SLPP government don't do, I just want to summarize and say, SLPP, they don't lost the election, but APC no win it. The reason being, from day one, when SLPP come into power, they themselves believe that they not ever voted for them. It was about regime change instead of the election results. And based on that, now that revenge day SLPP gets for the average Sierra Leonean. Because any president will not say, indeed they voted for you. I swear to God, he go work for the people, he work by the people, he work with the people, because he believes a people's power now put you as president. But this government, they not say, they not ever vote for them, now just regime change them once, now make them come inside. Because the man started with executive orders. That's why it started government.
One after the other. One
after the other. B, from what I see, then go be to member of parliament them. Now that draw the conclusion, say, I they left the work, I they come back. Because you know, I wish you could interpret that in English. So that
adopt
no, not the English. You understand? I must be honest. The sequence of events, Minaya, the Minister of Social Welfare, when he came in, the first meeting, he began to talk about how some people there, they said that they wear red, some people there, and then they can't shape t-shirts. Of course, the fingers were pointing at me. And I have to be honest, I am not desperate for power. I went to Sierra Leone to serve my people, to prove what I can do as part of the Anescoroma government. And now, lucky, history not will ever be the same. If then writer, they must see the role we play, even during the flood in Sierra Leone. You understand? I played a significant role. And if one other day so, what I am will do, because Rome is not built in, they want the help. But I just say appeal no more. Because we all, if we say when they begin talk, what the SLPP don't do. To be quite honest, these past years, 3 years, they go to 4 years, because this 2022, now the election year time they cancel. It's not about anything else. But they themselves know say they're killing the triangleness, the lack of education, the lie, the fly doctor when they even demonstrate how they fly. A country without no vice president, the first lady is the co-president. But the first lady they cause, it swear, it dance like he crazy. Tell me to what's crazy woman they will vote for the one they feed them box. Nobody. So this is why I don't clearly say they only above for rig the election. They know the campaign. Now it make me they say they don't lost the election, but APC no winner it because we too get with it in problems. If we try to be honest to ourselves as APCian, we create a level, a transparent platform where the process, everybody will feel say, this is the right procedure for Moku get to flag bearer instead of just a toe the line to God and this day, all men will accept. Because the one person get for bill and would have God mark, see 2023. And if voting up, then of course, with the respect what the former president gets, one of the chairman and leader, make he use that good office day because he's here in the call today for go moderate election, for go give peace talk, for go advice. Now based on his character, because for somebody who hand over power without not looking back, and somebody will be to say this president be the live off in pocket. He be the gear platform for campaign, he the gear money, he treats her like human being. I believe say Ernest by Koroma for use the same platform for long flood Sierra Leone with international observer then during the election. So that the process will be fair. With that, because at the moment, I must be honest, when the SLPP don't succeed, for raising the cost of living, for make it very difficult, for install fear in the opposition. Because the opposition never keep the government on its own. But anybody will talk, they carry you go to prison. Anybody will talk, they arrest you. Now they don't make people in a room no more than they talk. They don't talk that way again. Now make some of you not go say too much. Then they call swing at Twitter, then they call swing at Facebook, then they call swing at Messenger. We don't use that now, but the truth could go talk up. Now make us let SLPP kill all manners alone. Who are they out on APC now? Who and would they born more for long multiply more? But now one thing we know, they don't make no man no say now only APC here will make salon sweets. Not to say we 100% good, but the sole aim of APC to go and listen for improve the lives of Sierra Leoneans. The feel good factors, all the emissions there, they were flooded with SLPP, but unless so we sack them. In as much people and they won't need job, no, it let them be because they say they are Sierra Leonean. And then when they me, I don't say SLPP, they always say they will put up so for presidential, they go vote for APC because they know say APC collapse day. So this matter where they dance na streets like a Rio Gom, this is where when a clown, they all feel as soap opera. So God insist the time don't feel we not need for labor on that side day. It's a time for now we act together as APC and left for point finger and left for higher people for they cause each other because this is our problem within the party and favorism for left farm who for treat people equally because they say all people's congress they don't say selected people's congress and for left for recycle the same people and make you all give chance to the young. We need vibrant people let it all be mentor the young one day so that the party will go before let not they stagnant water.
Wonderful, thank you very much. Sweet Bonita, quickly waiting the audience, then the viewers, then think about the discussion so far.
Well, to be honest, most of the questions that they are asking, Ankas, have already been answered. Here, let me just go from bottom up. That's from Kadikal Max, and this is from Tambanana. It says, "Spot on, Comrade Kadikal Max, on the issue of regime change. However, we must not be complacent, and it is easy not to. It is not easy to be in opposition, but the people of Sierra Leone are suffering." And also we have Abdul Malik Mara. It says, "APC, I'm born APC, I could die APC." And then again, we came here. This is again from Mr. Tambanano. It says, "Comrade Malik, the panelists have exactly knows the angles of which we are coming from, and the hierarchies in our party knows how well it should be done." So I'm sure these have been highlighted. And also when Comrade Berete was speaking regarding the issues, all thing came on was like, yes, that's true. So literally had 5 people. And then when we had also the next comrade talking, they're like, well, it looks like they both compared the notes. So
yeah,
that was just what we have from the panelists. But again, it looks like everybody's agreeing because most of the questions are being answered before I'm coming to ask them. So that's how it is.
okay, fantastic. Well, the time now just 24 minutes past 8 o'clock, now the UK and also, and this now the Diaspora Online TV platform from the UK and Ireland, and Mina Komedo and Kasu, and Sweet Bonita when I'm a co-host, and then with Comrade Igalo from Sweden, with Kadikal Max from the UK and Ireland, and of course the former presidential spokesman, with Mr. Abdullah Berete, the political scientist. So we come to you, Mr. Berete, once again. We don't exhaust, we don't see the things that we SLPP don't do. We all don't seem to conclude now, so including the viewers then. They all seem to agree with we, whichever I don't say. Now, so in terms of out and start from the wrong footing all right through. And there are things that we governments don't do right now. We would think, say, you know, it's due for letting impeach this regime, you know, and they don't start with lies and they continue for lies and they continue for lies, till to the top office of the president, right down to the ministers. Them they have been implicated in this audit report we come out. You know, for the past 4 years, they not deliberate on this audit report. From when they come in governance, they never give them chance. They don't ever get the opportunity for letting debate at parliament. Recently, then they call for letting debate at parliament. As a PP MPs in the gap, and they interrupt and they do all kinds of things. Then, but these are the tricks they're playing. They want to continue for play the tricks. So now we own responsibility now. Now for tap into the hearts of the diehard SLPP people. May they look at the hardship within the country. May they look at the blatant violence where they take place in the country. May they look at the way how these governments don't violate the constitution. Just like how you said also, things that we need for go into referendum for the kind of parliament, entrench laws there. They don't actually run through them for make them pass and for let them do something. Up to these midterms and social that they talk about. They don't create so much problems in the country. It's like for saying they want for let some kind of war happen now, make they use the military, because this Christmas, they don't spend out with nobody but now with the military. Now the forces them and spend out with. Matter we all spend in Christmas inviting the forces them for go dance with them. He cherry pick them, you know, call the all na the one country you, but then go meet your side. He call them and he start in the one day we know that the commando there, bring them come forward, they all can dance, make some kind of that for tell and say, well, we get a mission for run. So that will keep them happy. But this is far, it's sad. We're all seeing this waiting to happen. So if we not discuss this now, so we strategies them, we also with strategies them, because you know we use, you know, we skills them for tap into the SLPP supporters them, for making them reflect on waiting they happen and think say, if we allow this for continue beyond 2021, we are only about a few days into 2022. If we allow this nonsense where they happen so for continue into 2022, that means Sierra Leone is doomed. To you over, Mr. Berete.
Thank you. Dana, very good analysis you give. And Gladys as well, the views of Egalo and Max. To me, I can tell people and say governance, nothing way you can go, you go get your PhD in political science. But at the end of the day, when you go into governance, you get for listen to the people then. If you think, say, you're not a supreme person, you know for listen to the people, then what is the point of holding periodic elections? The whole thing about elections is for the people to get you there, listen to them, and part of good governance is not create a situation of us as a government versus them, the people. When you do that, you they always run into trouble. When Egalobi they talk about the foreign exchange, I remember the current bank governor, when he came into the position, maybe I can say that out of excitement or enthusiasm, when the signs then begin show about the terrible way the economy don't the way they don't begin that few months and they, if Cypher locates the blame. He say the dollar shot in because the former people and way be in government, all the money where they don't thief the dollar them, then they can try for change them. Now I say, what? This is now one of the most infantile arguments which somebody can ever proffer in the running of a state. Then they done, you see the former chief minister, they tell you, say, you know what? We are here to fight corruption, but when you are given a contract, it is okay to implement about 99%. The 1%, it's okay, it can go to your pocket. So when you see a regime day in some contradictions, then you will say, you know what? It is a time to recalibrate. They can go take all the big man in the force system, the military, go hold the party with a view of appeasement. But you know what? You can never stand people's power. When you look at al-Bashir in Sudan, a top military guy, he has all the military paraphernalia you think about. But when people's power come, it was like a political tsunami. He's not able to withstand them. At the end of the day,
come in 2023.
and what we they do talk so, it don't happen before our country. I remember, I was a student now, then 10 and day, when we get Bintumani Conference 1. Strasser go, they say, okay, election, the next thing and say peace before election, election before peace. Then problematizes issue, we know for be a problem because peace in itself is a process. When it come, we Mother Bio overthrow Strasser, he make a story say, the man not ready for go all elections. He want entrench himself in power. But what you be insistent and we be the civil society who say, well, if that be the case, the same people we go been too many one conference. Now the same people for come for see whether we for postpone elections or not. Because then the one go begin change the list for say law go for some peace with a view for prolonged and stay in power. But people's power torpedo them. The same thing is going to happen in 2023. This is not about APC. This is about Sierra Leoneans who are fed up with a system where don't come under a false promise of a new direction, where today we don't see how suffering don't overcome itself in another country. So at the end of the day, the only message when we get for the corporate step, anybody who is saying one big president, one big flag bearer, and one do this. One thing women know is press release not a pull SLPP in the power. If you begin feel say, oh, you know what, let's go. A press release is after the fact. We should be ready to take the fight to them.
Well, at the time don't show.
And they say this unapologetically. And to take the fight doesn't mean physical or through violence. I believe in non-violence. At the same time, you can use it as a strategy to get a system where very recalcitrant for let them to the line. Because let comrades and Wakefield say them for be president, may they look at the bigger picture. For now, we only come with a blast to criticize the SLPP. Are you ready? The question then is, are you ready to sacrifice the self so that you will get one person who will rally behind, even if it means to bring in the smaller parties for let we come or kick these guys out. They are not good for our country. They're not good for we. They're not good for Sierra Leone.
So,
and at the end of the day, when we get one person who rally behind, look at what happened. Why you they insist say power you for all midterm census, where the parties them, they say no. You say you want to go correct anomalies from the 2015 census. One, you didn't name the anomalies, but you say you want to go correct them. The majority of the parties in parliament say, you know what? You not even can parliament the right way for can lead the instrument that can give you the mandate to go all census. You say no. European Union, when are one of the key partners, the World Bank, they say no. One, lack of preparation. Two, the financial support is not there. We're gonna withhold it, therefore. But you still say you want to go, which means that Rangayesh, you buy into the political narrative, say, the same way when you use power, you go pull about 9 members of parliament of the opposition APC in a parliament because you want to forget the speakership. Now you can make an inextricable link to this midterm census with a view for go carve some constituency them. Now areas then where you perceive for be strongholds, so that if you come in the future, for let you able to get a domination in parliament, you get majority of people them. That's now we call utopia. Would that tell you, say, the same way it happened 2018, that's what get for happen. So I see the many contradictions and infantile, very puerile arguments that we can come with. Where the only thing is, APC for able, we all for able say, you know what? Let them come people them. For instance, for let somebody go na constituency 110, a cabinet minister, then see her with box, a go disrupt. Up to this point, they not even charge him and he's still holding position. Then we begin ask yourself, what is wrong with us? Is that the way we want our democracy?
Okay.
To somebody just like Madabio, where they come for torpedo all the gains you don't make over the years. To me, these are the issues. And Okwan Kasu, if you say Kadi don't rate them as 0, me no will rate them as 0. Because in a report card, for let it balance, they do one thing where we been they try for do, we'll be in government, where we not be able to do. I remember me and the former Attorney General JFK, Joseph F. Kamara, will be the work for let we repeal Part 5 of the Criminal Libel Act, where they criminalize people them, where they talk and journalists them.
Mm-hmm.
For let them, we don't set the foundation for where they come, they're able for come for repeal Part 5 of the Criminal Libel Law, where some of we very personally call us very mad about them. Then we don't arrest some of we 1993 or the New Breed Press, then lock we under that same law.
Mm-hmm.
So if they don't come again, when they been put that law there, when Albert Magai been put on 1965, if they don't repeal them, I think say, I want to recognize say that was a good move they made. So therefore, I will not give them a 0. But
Okay.
out of 10, on a scale of 10 being the highest, 0 to 10, maybe I'll give them between 2.5 and 3.
Okay.
So
fantastic.
Just to be fair to them. And the same thing with the camp or the rape laws, because I remember some of us provided a lot of input in those Sexual Offences Act of 2012. We then come, they're able to amend them, we don't further consolidate the law that if you go sleep with a minor, where they under 18 years, that excuse saying that the minor in consent is not applicable in law, and the minimum would be 15 years. The fact that they amended what is already, we don't come out in 2012, I'll give them. So this is where maybe I'll graduate them from a 2.5 to a 3.
Okay, fantastic, no problem. Igalo, you don't listen to within we senior comrade don't say and Karl Marx. Now, he mentioned the smaller parties then, for see if they will come together and use them, utilize them, because we see, say, this consortium of progressive political parties, what they call COP, led by Madam Femi Claudius Cole, you know, don't become so vibrant, so very, very, very strong, and then they out there, and they voice out, you know, for the people of Sierra Leone, and even against these fake midterm census. So how we go able for use this COP for, you know, able for rally them around the people of Sierra Leone for make way for get, you know, this regime for back down 2023.
Well, thank you very much. And the fact of the matter is, you know, when a sitting president will campaign on the ticket, say, in at the father of the democracy of Sierra Leone, then eventually become a president of the country, then all of a sudden we see, say, in character, they beyond, you know, they beyond reproach, for accommodate and accept political tolerance is very, very much disheartened. To a larger extent, mischievous. Looking at the fact, say, when President Nkrumah take over governance in 2007, then they established what they call all political party youth association. Then they established what they call KAPA, all political party association as well. Those parties they work directly with the PPRC and other state institutions, NEC, and other state institutions. They even get funding from defeat. We see an opportunity whereas young people that are them political parties we even go for cover external elections. I remember in Liberia, Salif Johnson election. Apia Bigo, they go cover the elections because they were recognized, funded to by UNDP. So if we get another political consortium under the new direction, political parties don't come together, given the fact that there has been a lot of political intimidation, there has been a lot of harassment, there has been a lot of, things that we now red signs them for take we back again to a nonsense civil war and civil unrest. As a nation, as a country, it's worrisome, and we are concerned as citizens, we are concerned as people. Say, you as fountain of honor, you be don't in them position, you be don't in that position as opposition leader. We saw the role where you play. We saw how you try for fun a lot of things then for let that be chaos, but you were ignored. So we expect the same should have been done, and should be done, and it must be done from you as a leader, because you need for bringing everybody on board. We not tell you say for appoint people who have served in the past administration or who are so, but all they are seeking for, let there be fair play, let there be tolerance, and let there be that kind of dialogue and engagement within us as political parties. But it's not happening. Otherwise, when people stand for talk, there was the essence of issue of freedom of speech. You say freedom of speech now free. You don't pull this, you don't pull all the laws and they all the thing and they. But at the end of the day, they still arrest people and put them at detention. It's very shameful. You discourage women to participate in politics because if they see women of caliber of coal, they come so strongly for oppose the odds of government. All of a sudden you arrest and put them in jail. Look what happened recently for county, no count me. They arrest people like Diana Konomani, arrest other female people in politics. Look what happened to the Auditor General. They suspended the Auditor General illegally, even without seeking the approval of Parliament. Because these are statutory institutions. They are meant to be independent, devoid of politics. Because now then they vet the credibility of government institutions. So if you intimidate and victimize women in politics, then it's a shame even to the first family. It's another shame even to the office of the first lady. Because we don't even see Usa Inonkomo as the mama of the nation for can vehemently for condemn the police, condemn those institutions that the way they harass women in politics. You should set the pace, but rather we see even dancing in your party office, they go victimize another woman, just forget their own way. This is wrong in governance. These are red flags and red signs and for sure say, we country not only sit down on a political time bomb, but a sit down in a situation whereas if people are not come very strong for change the status quo, believe me, if these 4 years we suffer that kind of political victimization, intimidation, in the next 5 years, if by adventure the president go for re-election and win, what is going to be the fate of people in that country? What is going to be the fate of women in participation in politics? Because they see those where they come strongly, can condemn what is happening, so that the government could look back again and say, what is happening is wrong. Let's bring people together. You no need for appoint this person for being at this position. Allow one for expressing freedom of expression. Allow one for, there's what we call in the constitution, freedom of association. Then I make we get multi-party democracy. But if somebody they express in your own freedom, then you talk say you are father of democracy. You abuse them, victimize them, disgrace them before in your beginning. What is the future of our young generation? It's a call for concern.
Okay.
And again, there are a lot of issues surrounding even this Auditor General report and cost. Our law will touch on them small, even on the issue of the economy.
Okay.
Why we economy presently depleted? What are some of the factors? And because economies are indicators, where for proof say there is growth in the economy. They campaign on issues of free education. We need for look into all those things and expose them. Say this issue of free education is not only a scam, but it's very mischievous. They are playing with the data. But when the things are not reflective to the common man and woman, you don't go say free education, you pay 60,000 euros per term for school fees for picking it. Then the rest of the body goes to the parents. They get for pay transportation for picking them go school. They get for buy books there. They get for feed them. Bruh, if you pay 60,000 no more for picking for go school, then the body, all the body now left to the parents there. Now then go do all those things. Tell me, then you know it will solve the issue of bread and butter. How that home will survive if they concentrate just no more for empower you for go school. Yeah. But I tell you the land book, don't tell you the commodity. You will not die before you think for begin support you.
Sure.
You understand? So these are, but at the end of the day, like I said, there is too much of propaganda on the social media and outside there from this government. Because the reality on board, like I said, we need to discuss this Auditor General report because these are the real facts. How this government don't mischievously run with nation just in 3-4 years in governance. But they not only don't deplete the economy, but trust me, they don't ruin the economy. There is nothing like a fiscal space in the present economy. Even with debt servicing, it's terrible and worst. It's just the worst every year. And these are figures that are captured in the Auditor General's report. It's not going to be manufacturer, but these are things that is in the report. Now I see the reason why Leonard Pierce was suspended. Because these are things where I believe say that they want suppressed for not kind of public domain. Hopefully that they get something bigger weekend for the winner like the MCC award for letting them go get that. But this still don't clearly expose their mischievous action of suspending a woman illegally. Without following.
What you go for do? You see that topic there, so I think say when I articulate ourselves very, very fantastically. What the topic so broad that we no go able
for capture the key areas where they campaign on say. Now the one they campaign on the issue say we economy we don't go bad during APC regime that Sierra Leone don't be in the red lights. But here now in this situation from 2019 to we don't in a big risk because the digits don't improve. For every year the debt they increase.
Yeah.
The mode of payment in 2018 where they be put up, we APC government, where before when they can take over, they know they follow those mode of payments. It's captured in the audit report. Before that, they prioritize things the way they benefit the NGOs, INGOs, where don't they establish the poor money, where they violate government acts and procedures, financial acts and procedures.
Okay.
So those things, withdrawals of monies, MDAs, not even submitting budgets for letting put in the budget bureau, but they are getting allocations. So where is this syndicate running? Who said they block the leakages? But this is a talk and chop government, my brother.
Okay.
They mess it too much.
Okay.
We can't be in a very messy situation. And we as young people, let me talk to the young people. The young people of the country, we are the dynamo of our society. We must rise up to the occasion. The youth sector, since where they can have governance, let them come out and tell me what they don't do for empower the young people. The youth service scheme where they talk about, now we draft the act, now we begin for implementer. It's unfortunate that we lost elections, now then can start the recruitment processes. The issue of youth in fisheries project, billions of monies have been injected into that project, where then they run, but they are running it's like an NGO. The figures are there in the Auditor General's reports. You understand? So you talk about even there are a lot of institutional incapacities in this government. They don't monitor things so well, but at the end of the day, they come back again for blame the past regime. How you go continue for blame past government, whereas you don't get funding from international partners? Believe me, our government, the present government, they run on now from donor partners. Now they even pay salaries. Even with revenue they generate. With revenue they generate cannot even pay salaries. They just go lend money back again to even pay salaries.
Okay, now so how do you
prioritize key ministries?
Okay, one minute.
we're able to generate income for the country so that we export rates will increase, then the economy will grow. But if you don't export, how you expect importation for bring can for change your economic situation?
So
the SLPP are just propaganda in the run. It's a propaganda government. They run the propaganda, they sit down quietly, they manipulate the digit because now the people are in all sensitive offices they wouldn't do. But when you can reality, you see how people suffer. The price just increase every day. Standard of living just deteriorates every day.
So it's a cost for concern. What they can do now? What they can do now? We don't get enough time again for finish. We supposed to get with the permission of the technical team and the production team in the background. We just want give like 5 minutes now for wrap up. We only got like about 10 minutes to go now. Yeah. So what I want to do, I'll just go quick to Sweet Bonita, like give you a rundown of what's in the happen. Then at least we will give like 5 minutes, and then we'll come back into this topic in the subsequent week then, because we're coming into the real time now in 2022. Like we TV the talk, we go for take the fight to them. We go for use all with democratic means, with might, with power, with skills, for we take the fight to them. So I know say there's a lot to talk about. We cannot exhaust this topic here so within this short period of time. With 3 eloquent people there, we get knowledge and we they speak to the topic. It could be a disservice for giving us 2 hours, to be honest. But you know, say today a lot that day for the APC and you know Boxing Day, a lot of people are want for step out and stuff like that. But what we go do, we go give us 5 minutes for just wrap up quickly, and then from there, then you know we call it a day. For the next week, we will go for bring another topic. Maybe 1 or 2 of them will come back into it for can continue with the debate. But firstly, over to Sweet Bonita.
Well, here, this is from Abdullah Malik Marga. Says, Jackie Pat from the APC is not a sober alternative. The current pauper is the devil in our society. We need a cohesive environment for peace in Mama Saloon. And then also here, this is from Connection. It says, good evening, Mr. Abdullah. Good to see you back in actions. From now on to 2023, please keep the faith in the front line. And then we have here, this is from Abdul Kabo. It says, I agree with Comrade Abdullah. The competency and academic achievements are not the same, because I think when this pauper came in, they were like, they have degrees, they have this, and at the end of the day, nothing is being shown for that. And also, we have here when Ego was speaking, they said, well, the 3 years, apparently this is from Abdullah, Adam says again, Sierra Leone debt has gone by 12 billion in 3 years. So that's just a day. And I think that's the last bit that the comrade was talking about. Okay. So again, the thing with this is like, everybody's agreeing, like the panelists, we should have given them extra time. So that's what everyone is saying here. Yeah. Here, this is from Alaji Gassama said, Sandy says, the media team has a lot to propagate, and then the 2024, so that the people of Sierra Leone will prove them wrong, because again, as they're propagating the bad things, people need to bring it out. And I'm sure we need comrades like this that have test battle, they know what is there. So I'm sure when you have people that knows what is going on, for example, I think 2 weeks ago we had Catherine that was here. She says no for all the midterm census, and she was saying she will lead. So again, Madeleine is asking when would the impeachment start? Who is going to start it? Because when people start things, they're arresting them. So, and I'm sure we need to talk about when the impeachment will start and who will start the impeachment, because as we all know, it's not going according to plan.
Okay. Well, you know what? Honestly speaking, this is a disservice to you guys because of the time we want to get for, you know, deliberate on this particular topic. But, you know, sadly, every good things must come to an end, and we've only got a few minutes to go. So I just want, you know, seek an indulgence in this one for making a forgive we. But for next subsequent weeks, then we don't say yes, we don't begin a pinpoint on the one day when are the orators them. Of course, we don't begin getting at the platform. So where did it come now? 2022 now. And for Rondong, I bet for win the election 2023. So a lot has been said about women, arresting women, and the consortium, na woman and the leader. Radical Marx, I always can remember what he can say in world term, where he can be women's leader in the UK. He can say, what you want for then do, when you want something done, I don't know.
If you want someone to talk, you call a man, but if you want the job done, you call a woman.
Thank you. Well, I'll give you 5 minutes for let you wrap up for me.
Well, me 5 minutes, I dey appeal to each and every one of us na the diaspora where they can feel the heat, the pain where people and they go through. Because for anybody where they are, you already adopt a house, and you get a home, and you get party them back home. Now start for do we campaign. Because people and they and they can feel the pain. And we're not for fatten the pig on its market day. We all don't see say the only consistency in this government that the inconsistency, illegality of the way whether they operate. Then they intimidate everybody. Then they starve we from bread and butter. Then they suffocate the opposition. Then they imprison people for no reason. They never even try them. Instead of the 3 arms of government, now 1 arm of government, that of Mother Bio. Now a dictatorship. The man they rule the country with an heavy hand, without no due course to any kind of law or any kind of process. Just do what they want for you. So me, they appeal to everybody, and they also ask people they may come on board, more articulate the issues. Whether they talk limbati, men, they don't talk to people them. Because the reason why they talk so, when people are quick, they don't dance not do. Today, kakade will green one commode the falaram. Ariya go red one commode the falaram. Most of the time, they don't even know what in the follow people. If they really know, they see what Mother Bio, they write by their manifesto, and write they know they do nothing. So God and this day, Alexef na Fatima Bio go, he pull it draws, he butu na forward, they not go follow them again. Because what you do, they not say they not they live according to example. So me as a woman, the current intimidation, the current disgrace, so woman they don't face in that country day, and they appeal to every woman because woman then na the head of the household. Most all na the woman then na the go getter. So therefore, when I educate una picking them, una man them, so that when the day come, they know what they do. Because with APC, you know they go wrong. With APC, now focus on what we need forget. Because at the moment, everybody want power, but not only one power. And so the leadership of the APC is time for Moku get to accent together and encourage everyone for come on board. Not left the finger pointing at people. This is the talk to this is the support, this is the because for the first time somebody they carry the card, they say in a APC, you know go to APC office, you they talk for APC, you know die hearted APC because we all don't see people away and the school might be in power. Today, now they go and talk bad about the party, well nobody no be know them. Today, now they go and talk like where government about continuity, when the leadership or APC say A, then they go and dig for say no, not also APC, now blue being say. So me I want end up for say the only way forward for Sierra Leone is through the earth, like the Christian they say, for gonna heaven through Jesus Christ. For gonna heaven in Sierra Leone, let Sierra Leone be great again, not through APC.
Wonderful, wonderful. You see how Radical Marx the APC picking place and for we. You see I conclude and for we. Now the real APC picking this, the Radical Marx. Well, ladies and gentlemen, comrades, we want to tell you thank you on behalf of the media team and the entire comradeship. We want to tell you thank you for the time we take for can join me now so on this very particular day. Because now Boxing Day is today. I know say you don't wear you get the whites now for go now for go join the party. But I hope so you go able for reach the in time for go get at least 1 or 2 hours into this time now. So I want to tell you plenty thank you for the time we take for can join me. And to you, Igalo, I believe say you go on for left we senior comrade for then do the final rapport. So you go come and then do the 5 minutes, then you know, and then your comrade you can just take on from there, yeah. So go ahead, sir.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. I want to appreciate the opportunity accorded to me by the diaspora region on this online Facebook program. And I equally want to use this opportunity to talk to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Fountain of Honor, make it be reminded of with democratic credentials, that for any leader with the seek power, if forget what we call a performance legitimacy. And the performance legitimacy now will usher you in what we call the entrance legitimacy. So all government institutions, state institutions, we get bearing for do with electioneering process, issues of good governance, make wisdom prevail. There is a Latin adage which says, salus populi suprema lex esto. The welfare of the people must be the highest law, and that he or she who comes to be a leader must indeed ready to be the servants of the people. Democracy belongs to the people. The power belongs to the people. We not for manipulate state institutions for being our favor, because leadership in itself not last forever. You will not be there forever. You go one leg your legacy reign tomorrow. But if you don't rule well, you don't give kudos to state institutions, make them independent or function well, then you yourself don't succeed for cripple with nation. And I talk to President Bill, let it open up. Your character will be president for be beyond reproach. The moment and time and hour they come, political tensions get for intensify. But let wisdom prevail. More we not read theories and books for suffocate with democracy. Now ask God for wisdom and understanding. Because now the only truth that day we could judge with pillow tomorrow after our service from governance. Today, President Nkrumah comfortably did McKinney, no wrong going anywhere. And people and they protect and guide them. But all the molest and disgrace they go through, when people stand firm for support them. I'm sure President Bio, after 2023, where he would have lost the elections, if we're ready to accept the will of the people, if we're ready for not say people don't speak, nobody know for die for his sake, nobody know for going to bush for his sake. This is the beauty of our democracy. It must be upheld. The incidents where occur na Kabbalah, the stoning of elections results, manipulation of results, enough for repeat again. The removal of members of parliament unlawfully, and at the end of the day, they use the judiciary just for ensure that let them get majority in parliament. All and the all, now red signs and red flags for undermine the democratic tenet of our country. Enough for repeat again in the next general elections. The issue of violence, the issue of even the military, using the military and the police, these are human beings for goodness sake. These are public servants. You know what they did tomorrow. If you can't make them vulnerable, what is going to be the future for them tomorrow when next government can we not you party they did. So at the end of the day, all what we seek for, let there be peace and cohesion. Don't accept one another. Sierra Leone is a very small country. Today, you come on a power, the country don't fight for you. The only thing we will be your own security. Now, what do you do for you people? There's a lot we need for achieve together as a nation. United we stand, divided there's little we can gain in the midst of things that split us asunder. Today we are divided on political lines, we are divided on tribal lines, we are divided on regional lines. All don't here emancipate from the bad ideology and politics of even big politicians. It's a shame and disgrace. We don't speak truth to power. We don't speak truth to the young people. We don't tell the young people and the truth about how governance operates. We don't tell them how much money they want to eat comfortably. We travel abroad and overseas. We see development, but at the end of the day, when we go back in our country, we do the worst. Say yes, large give them 20,000 euros. We then go dance for me. This is robbery. The human capital where they try to talk about the develop on the education sector, it's not reflective of waiting then a paper and waiting they happen at the country. I call on the young people and the mighty APC. This is the time for us to be resolved. This is the time for us to be united. This is the time for put all ego, shenanigans. Let we ensure that we come together. We come together as a united force. It doesn't matter who be the flag bearer. All what is important. APC, we are noted for being the party with development in the nation. Lord, we not let the people down. The masses are suffering. Lord, rise up to the occasion. Stand tall. And Lord, we come as a united force It doesn't matter who is the flag bearer. What's important, let the person get the vision of the country. Because at the end of the day, now the country they serve, you are not serving the political party. I feel saying that not the misunderstanding of the current power misdirection. In rating this government, least I forget, because at the end of the day, it's a report card. I'll give them 1%. I'll give them 1% out of 10 because there are institutional capacity where they don't do. Although not just paperwork, but they undermine it at the same time. But I will give them 1%.
Okay.
One for thank the listeners there, one for thank the followers them. This is a program we get for the council now regularly next year. We get for be robust into it and try to bring the facts and evidences and for sure say there's a need for regime change. The moment will be 2023. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Comrade Igalo from Sweden. You don't really present yourself so very well, and you know the issues them, and you do your research very well. We really appreciate you for joining me inside this platform also today. And we hope say in the coming weeks and months them, you say we will make some time for you back for joining me now so follow we, talk about the issues then. So over to you finally, Mr. Abdullahi Beriti, former presidential spokesman and the political scientist. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. First, I want to commend the Diaspora platform for then give me this opportunity for can share this platform with Kadikal Marx and Igalo.
Yeah.
These are some of the sacrifices and way comrades can make for a great party.
Mm-hmm.
Not just because it's a platform. Or imagine today being a holiday on the 26th, where everybody's supposed to there and they see the crowd where they watch me from more banks, where they stream them live.
Mm-hmm.
I don't tell you, say, we self get an opportunity for don't did it. But we say, what? Let us can discuss Sierra Leone. Because discussing the SLPP report card is about discussing Sierra Leone. Because now they in governance.
Mm-hmm.
I know we can repeat all the contradictions where they don't come with since they come into governance. One thing we very
of course. I can't tell you more. I can't tell you in a minute.
More. 1 minute.
Yeah, go on, sir. I don't mean
one thing we're very crystal clear is a press release, however clearly worded, will not take these guys out of governance. When you go constituency 110 and also in Kwenadugu, for now we go covet the chairmanship of the council, because we unite as a group and as a party. And once you get that resolved mind and political disposition, you can always achieve your dream. Now that make already we don't see. I can always tell people them, if Mother Bio in the listen or in cohorts, I go encourage her may go read a book titled Leadership in Turbulent Times.
Wow, I'll take note of that.
Leadership in Turbulent Times, where now one Doris Kant's Goodwin, right? If you read them, it will not say you can get, this is about American democracy and the mistakes where successive leaders in the make. But there are lessons to learn. It is like in social work, you get clients. The first meeting is to establish what you call a therapeutic relationship or alliance. If that therapeutic relationship is not there, you will go every way and up for engage them people in there because trust is ruptured. You cannot take that symbolism there to the country Sierra Leone, the policy system, the political intolerance and divisive language. We then tell you say the only true Sierra Leonean are somebody with the SLPP. Well, I am proving that hypothesis wrong. That I am a true Sierra Leonean. That is why I'm on this political platform to discuss Sierra Leone. And I believe, say, if we all come together with all the struggles, the human rights violations, with all the constitutional violations, whereby in a matured democracy, Parliament for them begin start the process of impeachment by declaring the president's actions as ultra vires, which means beyond the scope and power given you by the Constitution. That's in the people's power. People's power will rise up to ensure that in the struggles of the APC, we are always assured of victory.
That is a victory.
People that we watch, I tell everybody, thank you for we get this opportunity.
Yeah.
And share this very popular platform with you today.
Thank you very much. That was the presidential spokesman, the political scientist, Mr. Abdoulaye Berete. Thank you so much. We hope so we will get you again a big opportunity like this for talk about specific issues, them topics, them, you know, to all the panelists and to all the viewers, them will be view, will be make comments. We want for telling them plenty thank you for the time we want to take for view and for adding a comments them into this one. And I go encourage you yourself, now that they continue for share this program. We didn't also every Sunday from 7 o'clock UK time onwards. So hopefully into 2022 will come in, we will try to talk about specific issues them. But you know, this is a broad one, and we don't get enough time for able to delve into them properly. But what we don't do today, we don't do justice to them, we touch on the topics them on really, you know, pertinent issues that will affect the country. So I want to use the opportunity on behalf of the media team for telling us plenty thank you for the time we can spend now. So as they say the laddie daddy go on and people that want joining, they want, you know, they want view. So if you Sweet Bonita going for contact them, then come live and just give you a view of. So Mr. Mo, I don't know if you go Sweet Bonita, you go able for contact them quickly, and then just respond quickly and come live and see the one show we say yes, then dip on the laddie that we're missing a lot. So you know. But it's been a pleasure hosting you, Kadikal Marx. You know, we really appreciate you, and you know, you name the camp almost every week. You know, when they talk about the women, you name the camp always when they only meeting them. You know, always. But you know, we know they get the chance to get you, but to tell God thank you that we will get you today.
But I sacrificed today, definitely.
Yes.
It was for me somewhere today. But I say no, I make a run late.
Yeah, but we appreciate that you're here today. So Sweet Bonita, anyone else today? Or let's just carry on. So let's just go like glimpse of what's supposed for the happen today. You know, na the party. This not flavor no more. This not flavor. This not flavor. This not flavor.
It's coming now.
Come live now. Men come live. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
We want to see the public, not you two. We want to see the public. Want to see the public.
What's the man there? What's that man there?
Yes. Mo is not understanding that we need to see the whole program live, man. What's wrong with him?
Anyways, so what do? We call it a day,
Oh,
right?
wait. He's confused. Wait, 1 minute.
Let them talk something. Let them talk something.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to talk.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Can't talk. Yeah, can't talk. Neither you, chairman.
Look at the youth chairman.
Let us talk.
That was a good
The Queen of Gotcha. Yes, Madam Parker, thank you.
Guys, man.
That's already, that's what already. Mr. Celestine. I love you guys, thank you. Oh,
They come. Okay, we don't get a glimpse of waiting happen, the flavor of waiting happen. We say they come put on we get now for reaching at the place now.
Hey, me, I'm wearing my red though.
1 hour a day. Oh, wonderful! You look beautiful, man. Well, I'm here for dancing. I know they can take the floor and they can't.
What's a beautiful red? Now that close to the lens me. Now that go wear it. It go tight me, but I go pull up.
No, it's free.
To all the viewers and all the panelists and everybody will take part, we want to say thank you to everybody.
You guys still need us or it's done? Are you guys still live?
We're coming. Yes, we're live.
Oh, sorry.
We're going now.
Very